Hi dear friends and subscribers, once again welcome back to Cricket Happenings, and now we are going to look at the last team preview in this particular group. So we still have another 5 teams, but as far as this group is concerned, which we are talking about is Group A. I'm going to have a look at the last team in Group A, and that is going to be Sri Lanka, the men from the islands. Now, as far as Sri Lanka is concerned, now Sri Lanka, this particular team is a mix of experienced people with youth. That's what it is. It's combination of youth and experience. Now, what is going to be now? As you know, Sri Lanka were once along with India, they were the joint winners, if I reckon. I'm just trying to have a look at the statistics. Yes, they were joint winners back in 2002. So that was way back in 2002 where India and Sri Lanka were declared joint winners. Now, as far as this team is concerned, now they are led by a very, very young captain. This team, if you have a look at it, as I said, it's a combination of youth and experience. It's absolutely in equal measure, I would say. And Angelo Matthews is going to be the captain. So as you know, he's the all-rounder. Now he's the one. He's a very, very. To really say something right now, it's pretty. I would say it's not right for me to speak anything about it. I could only say one thing, but Angelo Matthews is getting the first taste of an international tournament as the captain of the Sri Lankan team. So I wish him good luck. Dinesh Chandimal is the vice captain of the team. Now Dinesh Chandimal has been a person who has done a lot of improvements to his game. What he decided is that he won't participate in the IPL, even though he was offered a chance in the IPL. He decided not to take it. Instead, he remained in Sri Lanka and decided to play a particular tournament which Sri Lanka had arranged. Now, the reason that they arranged that particular tournament is where Dinesh Chandimal, in a particular, he was the team captain. He was the captain of that particular unit, which actually won that tournament there. And this was done precisely by the Sri Lanka Cricket Board, precisely to see, like they probably created some conditions. They played in those places where those conditions would be akin to what it is going to be in England, and that's what they precisely did. So, and out of that, Dinesh Chandimal, who has been made the vice captain, was the leading run scorer, in the sense he was the one who was the captain of the team. He scored lots of runs there, and he is the vice captain. So he is also on his first venture as a vice captain of an international cricket team like Sri Lanka. So he and Angelo Matthews are the ones who have to really do the scheming of things for Sri Lanka. Well, they do have the stalwarts there. They have Mahela Jayawardene, they have Kumar Sangakkara. So that experience is something that Mahela Jayawardene and Sangakkara would be the ones they would be really relying on for some expert advice coming in. And as far as bowling is concerned, Lasith Malinga is there to share it with them. And the batting, well, it would be in the hands of the opener Tilakaratne Dilshan. Now Tilakaratne Dilshan, as you know, is such an experienced opener, and he could be such a such a thorn thorn for the opposition. Now, what is going to be very exciting as far as this particular tournament is concerned is going to be having a look at Kushal Perera. Now, Kushal Perera got limited opportunities in the IPL, where we once had a look at him, but he's just 22 years of age, but he's a pretty attacking batsman, and he's in the mold of Sanath Jayasuriya that he plays his strokes. So having a combination now, as you know, in the warm-up match against India, even though Sri Lanka lost it, the good thing for them was Kushal Perera slammed 92 of 84 deliveries, and Tilakaratne Dilshan and he put on an opening partnership of 160 for the first wicket. So that would be something which would giving him great encouragement, and one is really looking forward to see Kushal Perera in full colour, because he really looks like a replica of Sanath Jayasuriya with his build, with the way he strokes the ball. So one is waiting to watch him in England. But the real test for Kushal Perera would be that whether he can adapt, he really quickly adapt to the conditions that prevail in England. And then looking at the batting, it's Mahela Jayawardene, Kumar Sangakkara, I need not even talk about it. They are the stalwarts as far as Sri Lanka are concerned. Lasith Malinga, he would be the kingpin bowler for Sri Lanka, which he has already been doing. Then we'll have a look at the all-rounders that Sri Lanka possesses in plenty, according to me, because the first all-rounder that I would look at is the person who can really smack the ball and tear the leather of the ball, and he would be Thisara Perera. Not only would be his batting would be coming in lower down the order and smacking a few, but also his bowling would be something which would be pretty suited, according to me, to these English conditions. And then they have Jeevan Mendes, who is a leg break bowler, and he's also a very good, pretty good lower order batsman who could do both jobs. He could, if you want him to stay at the crease, you could do that. If you want him to go crash bang and ball up, he could do that too. And then then we look at the bowlers. This is as far as the batting is concerned. The bowling is looking pretty sharp. It is going to be, as I said, led by Lasith Malinga. Then they have another experienced bloke in Nuwan Kulashekara, who is a man who actually really bowls a very good line, moves the ball both ways, gets in some good pace too at times, and he could be a tricky customer. Shaminda Aranga has a slinging action. He is another bowler who could probably try to use these English conditions to his advantage. And other than that, they have Thisara Perera, as I said, he would be bowling. And then Chanaka Velagadra is the other bowler who is back in the mix. And the spinners, one would be very seriously looking at this particular player, and his name is Sachitra Senanayake, the right arm off spinner. He's an all-rounder too, he can bat too, but bowling is his forte. And Sachitra Senanayake, what one has seen of him, he is like a Nathan Lyon type of bowler of Australia, who likes to really flight the ball, invite the batsman to go for the shots, and if the batsman take the bait, either you could send it for a six, and he's not a person who is just going to stop at that. If someone is going to hit him for 1 or 2 sixes, he's a pretty clever bowler. He knows what to do, and he will come up with something which will put the batsman in a tangle, and that's what he's capable of. So keep an eye on Sachitra Senanayake, the right arm off spinner, and you could also throttle the runs and increase the pressure on the bowlers. And then last but not the least, we look at Rangana Herath, the left arm spinner. One knows what type of bowler he is. He's in the absence of Muthaiya Muralidharan, he's the most experienced spinner in the lineup, and of late he has been doing a great job. And spin is something which lots of the teams would be definitely wary about the left arm spinner Rangana Herath. And then they have another all-rounder in the mix, and that is Dilhara Loku Hettige. He has not played much matches for Sri Lanka, but one is told that he definitely has the propensity to send the ball really soaring over the wickets, and also he's a pretty useful right-arm fast medium bowler. Well, dear fans, friends and subscribers, on this note I am ending, but let me just talk about the chances for Sri Lanka. Now, as far as chances of Sri Lanka is concerned, now Sri Lankan's bowling is, in my opinion, pretty suited to these English conditions. So it all depends on how Sri Lanka take full advantage out of it and really come up with the goods to deliver at the right time, I would say. But definitely Sri Lanka, one could say that Sri Lanka definitely have a chance, because but the only one thing that one has to look at is there is a lot of experience, there are a lot of youth combined with experience. Now this youth combined with experience, if it is going to gel well and going to really produce the results, that is what Sri Lanka would be expecting. Well, if that goes, let me tell you, Sri Lanka would be a pretty difficult proposition in this ICC Champions Trophy 2009 for all the opposition. Well, on this note, I'm ending my Cricket Happening show as far as this preview is concerned. So we are coming to the end of Group B. So we still have Group A still to cover. So this was Group A which I was covering right now. So Group A, the previews are all over with this preview of Sri Lanka. Hope you all liked it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a small break here after this preview ends, and what I'll do is I'll probably take a 30-40 minute break, and 30 minutes break probably, and then I'll be back with you, dear friends and subscribers, to cover the go and cover the Group B, which consists of India, South Africa, Pakistan, and West Indies. Well, dear friends and subscribers, until then, be patient on the show. Your host Ram will be back soon. Thank you.